Oh, hey everybody, welcome to the Northern Line Live Super Show, the Thursday, July 13th, 2017 edition. As always, I'm your host, Northern Line, joined by his team co-host, Rockly Smile.
Dude, I never watched those intros, but that looked legit. There's like a Michael A.L. Fox in 3D rendering on the roller coaster. What is that? That's cool.
There's a couple of segments I really like. Robert's here as well. Hello, Robert.
Oh, hey, how's it going? Yeah.
I really like Fox on the roller coaster. In the Evangelion intro, I really like when Dan Giesling, like his picture appears at like 50% opacity on the right side of the screen and then slowly moves to the left side of the screen as his name appears. I think that's really nice. We got some talented people making anime intros that I'm completely unfamiliar with.
That's
Either
great.
way, we're going to open by playing some Passpartout. We're going to play some Ultimate Chicken Horse in the middle with David Faustino, who was just Austin. And then in our final segment, we're going to play some Tower Unite.
Yeah, I never heard you call him David before. I didn't know that was even his name.
Robert knows that when I talk to people, I don't like to use their names. I like to come up with something that their name is nested within and then surround the rest in parentheses to confuse them.
Right, yeah, no, it's important.
But
Sometimes
Robert
I call
is his
him-
name.
Yeah, but I call him Chris Roberts sometimes.
Oftentimes, yeah. No,
And I
you'll-
just put Chris in every time, actually.
Yeah, no, typically, yeah, I would say so, yeah.
Sometimes I call him Robarts with an A instead of
I like that.
an E. They're both good.
That's a parallel dimension Simpsons character if I've ever heard one.
I can see
And
it.
you've got it all wrong. It's not David F. and then in parentheses Austin and then O at the end.
Yeah, come on now.
It's David F. That's in parentheses. Austin's not in parentheses. And then the O at the end is in parentheses, and Skype turns it into a bad emote. Okay, let's begin.
Classic.
Passpartout. With enough money to actually survive now. potentially.
I enjoy chicken, can I just say that?
Yeah, you made a really nice
yeah.
white baseball glove.
I'm not going to show the picture,
It's
but
delicious.
Robert is eating right now, which I support, and it looks good, but the chicken breast does have the exact shape of a baseball glove.
I'll post it in your chat.
Can you
Please
put
do.
a little lump of potatoes in it shaped into a baseball so it really works?
Please.
That would be amazing.
Just put one
actually.
potato in the glove of the chicken breast.
You probably ate it already.
Okay. What should we draw?
Chicken glove.
We could draw a chicken glove. We could draw the turkey from Thanksgiving. The hand
Oh, you
turkey.
trace your hands?
Yeah, the hand turkey.
hand turkey.
Yeah.
You know what? All right, let's give it a try.
Hell yeah. I know, and it's
Hand
not even a paper
turkey.
plate today.
Is it bad
Dude.
that I googled hand turkey?
Dude, I did exactly the same thing. But there is such a good hand turkey.
3D generated one?
I don't know if it's 3D. Oh no, that one scares me.
That sounds horrifying.
I see the
honestly.
one that you see and it frightens me.
It's like made in Blender as Sculptress.
Uh-oh. I have my third monitor up, but it's on the far left of the monitors, but I didn't configure it properly, so I have to drag things all the way to the right to get it to work.
That's
and
a
it's
problem.
it's broken my mind, actually. Okay. Hand turkey,
Wow.
let's go.
I had no idea there were so many artists working on this concept.
It's an interesting idea, you know, the hand. I once drew a really intense hand turkey.
What
What
do you mean
makes it
you
intense?
once drew a really intense hand turkey?
Well, like you know, with the tablet, drawing pad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Try to draw it as true to life as possible.
Can you trace your hand on a tablet? I would think your hand would mess it all up.
Well, I didn't trace my hand. I just kind of.
Oh, that's the whole point.
I suppose so. I mean, are you tracing your hand right now?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
No.
Yeah,
My
exactly.
not-
tablet's
it's
not
not
big
plausible.
enough. I have big hands.
Can you just put your hand on the mouse pad and then trace around that? Would that work?
If your
Highly
mouse would
doubt
fit
that.
in the crevices between your fingers, then yes.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that, though.
Look,
That would be pretty
I'm
good.
willing to find any shortcut possible to actually improve my art, so
Yeah.
I know this is informal as far as competition goes, but I'm tired of coming in last every single time.
Art isn't about being good, Ryan.
To some
About-
extent, it is, I think.
Well, if you want to get paid for doing art, it's completely about being. Well, actually, no, it's totally not about being
Well,
good.
yeah, Nick, what's the deal with modern art?
Yeah.
It's largely conceptual and based on ideas, and a lot of the time it catches on based on something that's relevant, a lot of the same way YouTube videos catch on.
So you're equating, like, a blank canvas selling for like $100 million to a dude cutting into a fidget spinner with a 1,000-degree knife.
Actually, yeah. In the art world,
Really?
that's quite
Okay.
the good analog. I know probably people disagree, but that is kind of how it works. A lot of the time, this stuff happens for reasons we don't quite understand at first, and then later on becomes a trend, people copy it, and then all of a sudden that person's super famous, and then they die, and then their art becomes worth something.
Do you think it's possible that art is nature's great accident? Hear me out here.
Okay.
Art sells for a lot of money sometimes.
Yeah.
I've heard, and don't quote me on this necessarily, because I read it from Reddit, which doesn't necessarily make it a valid source.
Yeah.
But I read that the reason super rich people buy art is because it's actually an investment that holds its value,
Right.
while simultaneously making you look cultured.
Yep.
And you get capital gains when you sell it, which means you're taxed at a lower rate.
Every bit of that sounds right to me.
That
All
does
right.
sound. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Wait, so
All
was
right,
that part of a bigger
like
point, or was
finding
that the
gold.
point itself?
I was just saying, like, I'm not trying to insult art necessarily here, but it's like, people
Go ahead,
are
I
buying
can take it.
People are buying the art as an investment, not on its merits itself.
In theory, art does only appreciate in value, right? Well, I guess unless it comes out that the guy's like a neo-Nazi or something. But then, most of the time that
Then you
doesn't
can
happen.
sell it for like a lot of money, but only to a dedicated subset,
Right.
motivated buyers.
If
Yeah,
the in
yeah.
theory means that most of the time it doesn't really appreciate at all, but it doesn't depreciate, then I guess sure.
Yeah, I suppose so. That's probably more fair.
I actually do not have enough money to survive, so I'm gonna have to push this turkey drawing out.
Push
pretty
that
quick.
turkey out.
Yeah.
Well, luckily it's the thing that you draw in grade school, so like it shouldn't be too
Yeah,
bad.
push that fucker out.
I'm not
Okay.
trying to insult art. I'm just saying maybe the reason art sells for, $100 million sometimes is because it's like real estate. It's something to put in your portfolio.
My chat just made this drawing so much better and I didn't even see it. And they are so right. Oh my god, this drawing is gonna be fantastic now.
What are you doing?
You'll see.
I want to see.
Yeah, I want to see as well.
Oh, you're gonna see, buddy. Don't worry.
This
You know, I
is
never
getting
did a
weird
hand
hand
turkey
now.
in school.
Really?
Wow. How? Oh, because
Yeah.
you're not American.
I mean, we still have
Ah, yeah.
Thanksgiving, but we never did
Why?
hand turkeys. I don't know why.
What the hell do you have
But
to
you
be
don't-
thankful for?
Do you guys have Do you guys have turkey on Thanksgiving though?
Yeah.
I thought you had
Really?
ham.
Yeah, I thought you had ham
No,
too.
That's Christmas, isn't
that's
it?
you weirdos have ham on Christmas because you had turkey on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I guess that's fair.
I love ham, but turkey's like just better.
I like them both personally.
You clickbaited me away from the A, bro. I'm sorry. I'm just. You don't have to see it until the end, and we'll see if I can pull it off anyway.
So you guys will not understand these jokes because it's a Stream Deck related joke, but I've got some sweet soundboard things on here right now. For example, when you submit your painting, you can press this button, and that was an explosion in the background.
Whoa, that was crazy, dude.
And if your painting sucks, you can play this sound. That's breaking glass.
Oh.
And if your painting is particularly zany, you could play this sound. You'd be like, "Oh, I slipped on my banana peel and fell into some butterscotch."
I thought it was just gonna be like, "Hello, everybody, I'm Northern Lion," and
Yeah, there's a whole Isaac episode queued up. It's my eject button.
Just toggle on another slide in your OBS is just Isaac, and you can leave, just walk away.
nice, yeah.
No, I don't have that one because I'm gonna get sued.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
All right, so while you guys do that, I'm gonna draw Santa Claus.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that seems fair.
Because unlike you, fat cats, I gotta keep working for my painting money here, unfortunately.
Right,
At least
yeah.
until I move into an Upper East Side apartment, and then I'm pretty much set.
I'm in the Upper East Side apartment right now. I've got like a fucking beautiful view over here.
Rob, can you explain New York City boroughs to me?
Sure. There
Which
are
one's
5
the
of
super rich one? I thought the Upper East Side was the rich one.
them. Well, that's not a borough. That's a neighborhood in a borough. That's in Manhattan.
He said it.
What? What? Oh, okay, right. Yeah, you don't like how I say Manhattan. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's no. Okay, so there are 5 boroughs. There's Queens, Brooklyn, the Bronx, Manhattan, and Staten Island.
Okay.
It wasn't that weird.
It was a little strange that time.
Honestly, like no one in New York would scoff at my pronunciation of Manhattan, but to each their own.
Manhattan.
Either way.
Yeah, I think that's how I say it too.
Mm-hmm.
Manhattan.
But yeah, those are the 5 boroughs. If it weren't for Staten Island, Queens would probably be the worst borough.
Okay.
As far as interest is concerned.
They change power rankings sometimes, don't they? When like one gets a big boost from something.
Yeah, like a rap album comes out that like really highlights one borough.
I mean, there's like the only like good rappers or famous old rappers from like a good Queens neighborhood that I know of is like Mobb Deep.
That's pretty good.
No, I mean Mobb Deep's great, but they're in the Queensbridge area.
Yeah.
So,
wasn't Nas as well?
Is he from Queens?
He's always straight out of Queensbridge.
Oh, okay, yeah. If he's from Queensbridge, then yeah, that's then definitely.
He talks about Queensbridge all the time.
Oh, then there you go.
So
In
they
mixed
do or
other
they
words,
don't change power rankings?
I don't really think so, honestly.
Because that sucks if you're born in the wrong borough. It's like, oh, well, I guess I'm fucked then.
Yeah.
It's the end of that. Might as well just give up.
I mean, it also keep in mind, it's a bit self-deprecating what I'm saying since I live in Queens, so.
Right, yeah. So does Spider-Man.
That's true.
Yeah,
Spider-Man
good
is
movie.
from Queens.
That's what I heard. One of them, anyway.
Apparently, yeah.
There was a great Robert moment in Spider-Man Homecoming where he went to a deli and he ordered a sandwich, and it was like there was like live animals in the deli, and the dude was like, best sandwich in Queens, and I was like, I don't know, dude. I'm gonna have to go to Yelp because you got live animals in your place of food preparation. Seems a little suspicious.
Was it a kitty cat in a bodega?
It was a cat.
Yeah, it was a cat in a bodega.
How did he know?
They always have cats in those.
They
Really?
get the cat. It's like a thing. Yeah. It's a New York bodega cat.
It's like so you feel more comfortable. It's like you're at home. It's like a family-run kind of vibe.
Mm-hmm. Bodegas are very much like that, I would say.
And what's wrong with having a cat around? That's always fun.
Well, I just don't want a cat around. It's so close to the food preparation, personally.
Yeah. Well, once you walk into a bodega, you're going to realize that cleanliness is not necessarily the primary concern of a bodega.
Okay.
Yeah. It's more just, nice little convenience store where you can do whatever it is you got to do, and you can even pick up some groceries there if you want, whatever you need. But
yeah, it was pretty sweet. He's like, hey, I'll have a number 5 sandwich. And then the sandwich maker was like, hey, how's your aunt? She's a hot Italian lady. I want to put my penis inside.
Oh.
All right. Well,
It was really, really charming.
That's a nice conversation.
The actually, by the way, my chat has been telling me there's like Run DMC, LL Cool J, they're all from Queens apparently. So I guess there's quite a few.
You should be proud of your borough instead of beat up on it like that.
Exactly.
It's a pretty terrible borough, but
I thought Queens was good.
But no, Queens is fine. Like it's not like
I thought the Bronx was the bad one. That's where they're always rumbling in the Bronx.
Yeah.
Isn't that where Mario's from? No, he's from Brooklyn.
The Bronx is bad in the sense that it's dangerous, but it's not. I don't know. All the hipsters live in Brooklyn now,
Okay.
so that's like the big hipster borough, outside of Manhattan, of course.
I went to the Botanical Gardens in the Bronx. That seemed pretty nice.
Oh yeah, see, the Bronx is weird because like the South Bronx is like really bad, but then as you go higher up, it just gets like to probably the nicest areas in New York City.
We had to walk from the train stop, which was South Bronx, through it to like Middle Bronx, which probably doesn't have any name.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Call it Middle Bronx for now. I also just love saying Bronx. Bronx
Yeah.
sounds like a goose.
It's a good name, I will say.
Bronx.
If you had to drop a nuclear bomb on any borough, which one would you?
Staten Island.
Really tiny one though, because no fallout doesn't bother the other ones.
Yeah. Like
That's a good point. Yeah.
Is there such a thing as a clean bomb?
Oh,
We all know there's dirty bombs.
clean coal and dirty bombs.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, there is the clean coal.
Maybe you put coal in it and then it's clean.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I think of this drawing.
What do you
Aim
think?
it
I
at
can't tell what
Rob's
you
house?
said. Aim it at Rob's? That's awful.
Come on now.
He can't
Do
land
people
the
live on?
planes.
Do people live on Staten Island? I thought it was like just the Statue of Liberty.
That's where our like
That's
the
Ellis Island.
people that are like both not New Yorkers and not New Jerseyans live. It's a dark place.
Wait, that is Ellis
Dark
Island,
world.
right?
What is Ellis Island?
Where the Statue of Liberty is.
No, that's on Liberty Island.
Yeah, Nick.
What the hell is...
Ellis
That's to
Island
the
is
one I
where
said.
Ellis Island is where they did the climax of the first X-Men film, where Cyclops accidentally shoots a laser beam into the Rogue's plugged into this big swirly machine at the top of the Statue of Liberty. Remember?
Yeah,
This is
I
quickly
do.
becoming a Rick and Morty bit, actually. Based on
The stutter was perfectly Rick and Morty, yeah. Is that just where they have, like, the immigrant, what's it called? Like, it's just like an area where there's just
They're
all,
called
like, a
people,
museum. There's just a museum to immigration.
Yeah, that's on Ellis Island.
But I thought that was the same one as the Statue of Liberty. I thought it went up it.
No, it's right near there. But
Did I take a
they're two
boat and
different
forget?
islands. You might have, yeah.
Oh, that's so weird. Usually you never forget a boat.
It's right near there, but it's not the same island. Yeah, Liberty Island is where
It's
the
like
Statue
fucking
of Liberty
Wind
is.
Waker out by New York City.
Yeah, we got a couple islands. We got Rikers Island. That's where the prisoners are kept.
No, that's empty now, isn't it?
I think Rikers is still a prison.
I think I got rid of that.
I could be wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess I did take a
I don't
boat.
really stay up on my prison knowledge.
Chat knows about what boats have taken better than I do.
I guess they do.
Thanks, chat. This is an awful drawing, and I can't wait for it to be over.
Yeah. Do you like mine?
I'll look at it in a minute. Just finishing this.
Drew
this
like a
blue shit here.
Japanese flag, and then I tried to write the Japanese text for Tokyo under it, but I only remember yo.
Nice.
So I'm pretty sure this first part is just like,
racist.
well, it might accidentally be terrible.
What's yo look like? Is it like a line with another L under it or something?
Kind of looks like an old man's really wrinkly face.
Oh, cool.
Kate's gonna laugh at this one. Nobody wants to draw buy my Santa drawing.
Yeah, I actually have 3 drawings hanging up from last stream, and no one has bought any of them.
Maybe they just thought you were decorating.
Well, yeah, you can hold it. It's an investment, right?
Exactly, yeah.
For when you die.
I don't want to draw the thing yet. I'm gonna wait. Let me know when you guys are done your first drawing here.
I can be done now.
The
I
thing
think.
can look like anything.
More comfortable.
Yeah, but are you done your drawing though?
This
No.
is an abomination.
Not that version of the thing. I see what you're talking about.
Yeah, this is a way better drawing, and I honestly it's chat's idea entirely. So
I'm doing a series. It's my Sufjan Stevens series of national flags because I'm officially selling out here.
Flags are nice. They're pretty simple. They've got some nice colors on them usually.
That's the deal, dude. That's the deal.
But
Plus,
do people
people will
wanna
always
buy
buy them.
They do. Oh, okay.
Dude, you ever been to like a tourist store?
Yeah.
People love buying things with flags on them. We have like all these stores in Gastown here. It's like all Canadian flags and then like T-shirts with a moose on them that goes like, I went to Vancouver and all I got was this amusing T-shirt. And if you walk out of that store, you will see like 70 people wearing that exact shirt.
Fun fact about tourist stores in New York. This isn't necessarily true of all tourist stores, but
Okay.
hypothetically,
Yeah.
if I were to have a story, it doesn't necessarily mean it's true. So
Is
if
this the story or is this a prelude to the story?
hypothetically, if I had sought after a fake ID when I was
Oh,
younger,
yeah, okay.
okay. Hypothetically, I might have gotten it at a tourist shop in Times Square where you go into the back of the fucking store.
Wow.
And there's just a white shirt hanging on the wall, and the guy takes your picture and says, "Walk around the block."
That's pretty messed up,
I think
dude.
I know exactly which one that is.
It's just like, I'm just saying, there's a secret world beneath what people.
Yeah, it's the
people
subway
see.
system. I've seen it.
Well, yeah, there's that. Yeah, theoretically, hypothetically.
I was in a tourist store in New York once. I
Uh-huh.
don't know if it was in Times Square, but
You'd know if it was in Times Square.
they had one of those like really, I don't know whether to call it traditional or racist, like rice farmer hats.
Yeah,
You know which ones I'm talking about.
Yeah,
you know?
no, yeah.
the rain
And
hat.
on the sign it said, "Do not put on the hat." And
Did
know
you
what
put
I did?
on the hat?
I put on the hat.
Oh
and
no, you're like Mike
And
Pence.
I took a photo, like single-handedly destroying that guy's business. How was the fake ID?
Hypothetically, it was horrible,
Yeah,
but it
that makes
worked
sense.
really well.
Okay.
So
Nobody looks at those things anyway.
it probably looked nothing like, hypothetically, it probably looked nothing like what the state it said I hypothetically came from.
Oh yeah.
But it
Well, we don't have to put hypothetical here. We know there are states.
Are there hypothetical states?
hypothetically there are states, but yeah, no, it never got turned down hypothetically.
Okay.
All right, sounds
Right.
hypothetically pretty cool. I'm done with my hand turkey.
Okay. So
Okay, cool,
Let's
yeah, I'll
sell
put
it
this.
and draw something else.
Yeah.
Chat, throw out some suggestions here.
Cyclops.
Ooh.
Cyclops, yeah.
I really like that idea. Chat,
We
you don't
can
have
do
to throw out
Cyclops.
suggestions anymore.
Sorry,
know
Kat, I
exactly-
stole your thunder there.
I want to draw blue Cyclops with a yellow visor from the cartoon series.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Those are very strong colors, and they're colors we have access to.
exactly correct.
You work with your limited palette.
Yeah, very true.
You guys like the original X-Men cartoon theme song?
Absolutely.
X-Men monsters, X-Men are the
Hey, come
champions.
on.
That's the one, right?
No, it goes. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Wait, that might be. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
At first, I was like, did I accidentally just? It's like a Led Zeppelin song.
X-Men's a little like Led Zeppelin.
Basically the same thing, honestly.
All right, this will work. September character of the month, Cyclops from X-Men. Come on. That's a little easy, isn't it? Album of the month, Pet Sounds. Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Too easy. The blue X-Man is the best guy. There's so many
Beast?
blue X-Men. There's Beast, as Nick has said. There's Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
He's really dark blue, though.
I mean, all of them also like wear blue outfits as well as the
That's
other
a good
thing.
point.
So,
Robert's got a good point there.
Mm-hmm.
Try
do
to
you
not
feel
make him
about-
just look like a weird blue dude with a welding mask on.
How do you feel about the X-Men film's portrayal of Cyclops?
Stupid.
Makes him into a little bitch.
All right, we're all on the same page there.
Yeah.
Cyclops
that.
was my favorite X-Man, and then that movie ruined it.
Actually, the thing that actually most pissed me off about the movie portrayals is Storm. Storm is
Yeah.
fucking badass in the comics, but in the movie, she's just like, I have to make a tornado. Oh no! Oh, I wonder if I can do it. It's like
She's like
that's not
Samus
who-
and fucking Other M. Ugh.
It's just like, come on, man. Like, Storm's a fucking badass in the comics. She was like the leader of the X-Men and shit. And then they made her into a little baby back bitch.
My perception of Storm in the X-Men films is that she always has like a kind of leadership role, but she only
Yeah.
does the same thing once per movie. She
Yeah.
always makes a lightning storm
Yeah.
at like an opportune moment during the fight, and then that's it.
Yeah.
I thought she did it mostly for the scenery more than like to help the fight too in the movies.
She does in the
epic
first
moment.
movie.
Turn
she
on.
shocks Toad.
Yeah.
She goes, the very famous line, you know what happens to a toad when it's struck by lightning. And then Darth Maul looks at her with this weird, like, all black eyes. And she goes, the same thing that happens to everything else.
Yeah.
Wait, what is that though?
Dies, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, right, they die, yeah. I realized I fucked up this drawing a little bit. I'm kind of sad about it. I didn't go over it in white. Oh, rip. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, well, I'm actually thinking of the first movie too, actually, where there's like a missile coming for the Black Hawk or whatever it is they fly in. I forget what it's called.
The Quinjet.
That is what the Avengers fly in, actually.
That's also what the X-Men fly in.
It is
probably.
not. It's the Blackbird. It's the Blackbird. That's what it's
Which
called.
is a variant of the Quinjet.
it's not actually. But anyway, yeah, there's like a missile coming for the plane, and then she tries really hard, and she like just barely gets the missile to blow up, and then the plane still gets hit anyway. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? A missile? Like, she can fucking take that shit down in like 4 seconds. She's fucking Storm, dog. She's like, in the comics, I think she's like worshipped as a god initially. Made her into like a little, ugh, God, I hated that.
Yeah, I always like, in the beat 'em up, Storm was like my go-to.
Yeah.
Marvel vs. Capcom, she didn't really have very many good moves. She's kind of like flinged around and some lightning came out.
I mean, that's how I have sex mainly, so.
Fair enough.
Jeez, how are we gonna do this?
I don't know.
No, I made a mistake. Let's go back. No outlines.
It's the UK in the moment where contestants stand completely naked while a girl picks which one she likes best. I need the NLSS consensus opinion on whether this is okay.
Wait. So she just judges people based on their naked body and chooses which one she likes best.
Pretty
But
much.
to do
yeah,
what
apparently.
with?
And
That's a good question.
Do they
I don't
date
know.
at the end of it or something?
Yeah, like what's the?
So if the end game is just she picks you and then you win, then who cares really?
Or does she
Yeah.
win?
Yeah, who wins
Maybe
here?
She just wins the sex. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's okay, but it's also like, who cares? You know?
It's just a little weird.
It's
Like,
definitely weird. Yeah. It's certainly weird. It'd be
how
boring if
do
you had an
you
all-powerful
draw
weather
hair?
machine. But it's not in the comics though. that's the thing.
What? So
Like-
she's just supposed to be like she can summon the weather, but not very well.
Right. That's how it is in the movies. Is that she's just kind of shitty at it. But like in the comics, she's pretty damn strong. I mean, also keep in mind the X-Men also created the Scarlet Witch, which in universe, like she's probably like one of, if not the most powerful beings in the universe.
Elizabeth Olsen.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
What's her power?
She can basically just manipulate reality to do whatever the fuck she
Yeah,
wants.
they need to stop before you get to that point. There's nothing left to do then.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm with you. At some point, the superheroes can just do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's no story. The whole point is it's got to have some human element of strife to it.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
well,
it's
that's,
just the Matrix.
that's what Wolverine is there for. Is he's gritty
And
tough.
Jubilee, because she doesn't really have a power.
And the Spider-Man movie has remarkable human consequences to their actions. It's not simply world-ending climactic fights versus universe-destroying beings.
In all seriousness, though, I do like that about Spider-Man. Like,
That he's a stupid kid.
yeah,
Wow.
he's like a stupid.
He's
kid with
actually
stupid
so
problems.
much smarter than us.
That is true, actually.
He's
I
a
still think he's
genius.
kind of a stupid kid. I think you're as smart as Spider-Man, at least.
Not even close.
Definitely not. Yeah. Oh, there's no way.
I'm not offended. Have you seen Spider-Man? He's a genius.
He like is literally a genius.
I don't know.
I
I
got
don't think his
A's in
Kerbal
high
Space
school
program would be any
chemistry.
better.
This dude's mixing his own web fluid that has enough tensile strength to like fling him from building to building.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't think he really does that.
in the comics he does.
He's got to know somebody that he never talks about, and he just takes credit for it.
In the movie, that person is Tony Stark, and okay,
Oh, yeah.
that's enough.
Yeah, Tony Stark, I believe it. He's snarky as shit. He's probably got that stuff figured out.
It's weird that Tony Stark made Spider-Man's outfit in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but it's just the regular one, because in the comics he makes him the Scarlet. Well, I don't think it's called the Scarlet. It's some
You
weird.
can't break the voice once you start.
Well, I was gonna be wrong, so that's why I wanted to stop myself. But he makes him a suit, but it's not the regular suit. It's like, I think it's called the Scarlet Spider suit or something, but I don't remember. But anyway, it's crazy. It's got like 4 legs and shit.
No,
That's
you're thinking
Spider-Man.
Dr. Octopus then.
That's
No,
Dr. Octopus. He has 8 legs.
Yeah, he has 8. That's way more than 4.
Spider-Man's got like this weird suit, man. The Iron
He needs
Spider, that's what it
tritium.
is, yeah.
He needs tritium to power his reactor.
Oh, okay.
Remember?
All those superheroes have reactors now. You just fight stuff?
Sometimes you need an arc reactor, dude.
Let's go. Cleaned up. Okay. How do you make someone's neck? How do you draw someone's neck?
It's just like a couple of lines, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, how do you make it look like a neck? You know?
Just look at neck.
It's not the same. Also, hair. How do you draw hair? I don't get it.
Hair is pretty hard in this game, I will say.
I can make him look like the Bride of Frankenstein, but that's it.
I'm drawing the comic book.
Yeah, why do you need hair?
Cyclops.
Dude's got a freaking blue dome.
Yeah,
On my screen, he does not have a blue dome. He's got some sweet Luke Perry hair coming out of the top of his head.
yeah. If you do the comic book style, you don't have to worry about hair. So
It's just
that's
like
why-
a straight up blue
He's
circle
got- yeah.
on the top of his head.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a blue bald cap.
All right,
Yeah.
let's do that.
Hell yeah.
That's what I think of when I think of traditional Cyclops, is the blue dome anyway.
Mm-hmm. Samesies, dog. Which does kind of make him look like a big blue sperm, but you know.
It's not wrong to be a blue sperm.
I mean, you're right about
Do what
that.
you gotta do.
Oh, this ain't right.
Yeah, I agree. What I did is not right either.
It's like some stop criminal scum sort of. It's like the Mark I Judge Dredd that I've got going on. It's not right.
I've made my Cyclops a bit thick, to be honest with
Oh,
you.
yeah, I feel you on that one.
Yeah.
I like a muscly Cyclops, despite the fact that he has no reason whatsoever to have muscles.
I thought
Like,
his
he could
strength is he's
actually
very
be
lean.
But he could be so out of shape, who cares? As long as he can, like, run. All he's got to do is shoot lasers out of his eyes.
That's true. He could stand back like 100 yards and like just shoot people with lasers. And
Yeah, they could just airlift him in via, like, a crane or something like that, and he'd still be as effective.
Yeah, you're probably right. Well, he was also a leader of the X-Men, so that's probably why.
So he's leading by example, I guess.
Exactly. Yeah. You know, first person in the gym, first one out, kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Didn't he often just lose control of his lasers?
Well, if he
Or was
takes
that at
off his
first?
sunglasses or his visors, yeah, he can't control them.
Oh, was it the enemies would try to get rid of his sunglasses, and then he'd be like, "Oh, I don't know what to do, my eyes."
Yeah. And then they'd realize that they get shot by the lasers just as much as everyone else, and then that's
They'd put
literally
them-
how
hand them back to-
yeah, that's pretty much how every single one of those stories played out.
Well, no, in X3 The Last Stand, he just dies in the first 15 minutes, so...
Right? Yeah, spoilers.
You know, you shouldn't see that movie.
Fuck that movie.
That movie's
Yeah.
really bad.
Just pretend it didn't exist.
I'll go to bat for Spider-Man 2. I'll go to bat for the first 2 X-Men movies. X-Men The Last Stand is just not good.
Spider-Man
It's
3 you won't
bad.
go to bat for, though, right?
Oh, hell no.
Spider-Man 3 I still think
Oh,
is terrible.
thank you.
What happened with that? Like, the X-Men 3 and Spider-Man 3 were both terrible.
Too
They
much
ran their
pressure,
course.
I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. I think with Spider-Man, from what I remember, like, I think Sam Raimi didn't want to make it, and then the studio
I'll
was like,
show those stupid kids. Here's a shitty movie that no one will like.
no, like, I think he didn't want to make it, and then the studio was like, all right, well, gonna keep Tobey Maguire and stuff and make it ourselves with a different director. And he was like, okay, I'll make it.
If you pay me $130 million, I'll still make it.
Yeah. I could be wrong, though. Oh, so was Iron Man 3, really? He didn't... Yeah, oh, right, yeah, Iron Man 3 was shitty, too. Yeah,
Iron Man... I literally watched Iron Man 3, like, 3 days ago. It's okay.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
It's not nearly as good. It is an aberration in the MCU, you know, that and Iron Man 2, and then I also don't really like Thor, but Iron Man 3 is okay.
It's definitely not X3 or Spider-Man 3.
Yes.
It's like nowhere near that, but...
So this is a perfect encapsulation. I always say, like, I'm glad the movies exist because they, oh wait, are you gonna see? Oh, that's a huge sale. I'm glad the movies exist because the comics just get too ridiculous for me. So I need somebody to, like, filter it down. You know what I mean? Someone to like basically be a nerd filter and be like, we're not gonna do this. Are you out of your mind?
That's Rob.
In Iron Man
That's
3, Tony Stark recalibrates his life. He's like, I don't want to be Iron Man anymore. He pulls the arc reactor out of his chest. And then Kate asked a question. She's like, so what does he do? Does he just put like a Coke can in there or something now? He's got this gaping hole in his chest where the arc reactor used to be. And then I looked at it online, and apparently in the comics, you know, in Iron Man 3, they've got Extremis, that like flesh regeneration, whatever, gene therapy that causes
Jean Grey therapy.
Exactly, Jean Grey therapy. It's Extremis, yeah. So he apparently perfects it and then grows the flesh back in his chest. Yeah. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then I kept reading, and it was like, oh, and then he makes it so good that he grows the Iron Man suit out of his skin from that point onwards. And I was like, that's where the people in charge of the cinematic universe go, we're not gonna fucking have Iron Man grow the Iron Man suit out of his skin? Are you crazy?
But they're like made a human being out of physical code. Well, so like that's pretty stupid too then.
They use part of Extremis. So you know the thing where like he has the watch and he clicks the button and he jumps out a window and all the Iron Man pieces come around him. That is actually straight out of the comics, and that's part of Extremis as well. But yeah. Well, the thing is that Iron Man 3. Oh, sorry. Thank you for the $15.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Sorry, yeah. But right, thank you. But so the thing is, in the comics, I think what Iron Man 3 was trying to do, it was trying to shoehorn in this like pretty important arc in Iron Man's storyline where he becomes an alcoholic, and then Cap has to get through to him and not be an alcoholic. And I think that's what they were trying to do, but then they kind of pussyfooted around it a little bit.
Didn't that happen in like the first movie? He was an alcoholic.
No, it's in Iron Man 2. He shoots a missile at Don Cheadle, and it's like a bad look for sure.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. I really wish that they actually went down the alcoholism route, because it's an interesting arc for Iron Man.
Yeah, they tried Will Smith doing the alcoholic angle. It was pretty boring.
Hancock.
I always forget about that movie, but it does exist.
Opened to 70 million.
That's not bad. I don't think I've ever made that much in a movie before.
Good. Yeah, but then it's like not really well liked after that point.
Yeah.
Well, Iron Man 3 has that twist that like betrayed the whole fan base, which I think is where, like, apart from that, it's a pretty okay movie. I really like Shane Black, the director. He did like The Other Guys and Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Oh, okay.
I like that guy. But like this twist, I was like, that twist works in a low-budget Shane Black movie. If you got a lot of like comic book nerds who are like, I can't wait to see my favorite villain on the screen.
Well, the other thing is like they wasted Ben Kingsley, who is like, he's such a. I love Ben Kingsley actually, and that's the other biggest shame for me.
Is that Uncle Ben?
Yep.
Uncle Ben Kingsley.
Uncle Ben? Is that Uncle Ben?
I like this piece of chat. It's so good. Hancock was a big hit in my high school. Just the way that it's capitalized is so good.
I'm not saying it can't be. You could like it if you want.
Yeah. You can like whatever the fuck you want.
Except for Spider-Man 3. Don't like that.
Yeah. I'm glad that at least, you know how like the prequels are now being looked back on and people are like, they actually weren't that bad.
Who's saying
no,
that?
I know. I'm not saying that.
Oh, okay.
I just want to put that in. I just want to let that be known. I'm not the one saying that, but that does seem to be a thing that's happening a lot. I'm really glad that people don't have that kind of fandom for like Spider-Man 3 or X-Men 3.
Spider-Man 3 has started to come back.
Has it really? Because
Yeah, people are going like, well, it's not great, but they really handled the Sandman origin scenes pretty well, and like,
God damn it.
Like, people don't understand that Tobey Maguire part where he's dancing is like meant to be satirical and stuff like that. And I'm like, nah, I get it.
Ugh.
It's just really like
Bad.
Yeah, it's like, hey, for your appetizer, we got like some pretty good stuff, and then for your entree, it's gonna like blow your mind, and then for dessert, we're just gonna punch you in the kidneys until you urinate blood, and then at the end, you're like, well, the tableware was nice.
The thing about it too is that like Spider-Man 1 was like it was good, but like it was not as good as something like Spider-Man 2, say.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So, it's not the difference between that, unfortunately. Like Spider-Man 3 just is a bad movie, Whereas like Spider-Man 1 I think is not as good as Spider-Man 2, but I don't think Spider-Man 1 is just like demonstrably a bad film, you know what I mean?
I agree.
I think I'm done with my Cyclops. I don't want to mess with it too much more.
Yeah.
All right, I'm happy to hear that because I'm just drawing flags, and honestly, these people hate him.
You saturate the market already?
I'm in France. People come up to the French flag and just go, sell out.
They've seen enough of that shit where they live.
Oh man. Okay,
All right.
okay.
I could be done with the Cyclops, I guess. Both Amazing Spider-Men were terrible. I thought the first one was all right.
I watched it with Nick, and
Yeah.
I disagree with your assessment.
It's not good.
I didn't.
I don't
like
know why we kept it on. It's just there.
I mean,
Yeah.
we also watched.
Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one together.
See, that movie was good, but we also watched Bad Grandpa. Remember that?
Yeah, why did we watch that? That was
I
me,
have
wasn't
no
it?
idea.
was
I'm
probably
gonna
me.
guess yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he had a dildo where like his nuts sticking out. He's just walking around falling over.
Wait, is it Bad Grandpa? Because I thought there was like another Grandpa movie with Robert De Niro.
Another
Bad
bad
Santa.
grandpa.
There's no.
There's Bad Santa. That's
I know there's Bad Santa, but it wasn't Bad Santa. It's another Bad Grandpa movie. It's like a subgenre of movies for grandpas behaving badly.
I got $29,000 for my Cyclops drawing.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah,
I didn't.
100 bits. So
Nice.
there's that. Thank you for that.
It's called Dirty Grandpa.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
He's badder than ever, and his nuts stick out, apparently. Cyclops, you look kind of weird. I'm gonna sell you now.
I know these are not the symbols on the Korean flag, but I never remember them. Okay, we got time for one more. We got time for one more.
No one understands something this complex.
Complex.
That looks like Pepsi? It does look like Pepsi. All right,
Yeah.
last drawing. What do we got here?
Okay.
I'm
By
not
the
gonna
way,
draw Crash Bandicoot. Go ahead.
roasted onions are fucking awesome.
So you
Yeah,
wanted us to
dude.
draw
I
that.
just wanted to say that. Yeah, no, I don't really. We could draw an onion though.
Too easy.
I don't know. But yeah, maybe.
First
date I ever went to was to see Dirty Grandpa, says Jess.
What?
What?
Some Dirty Grandpa?
Apparently, yeah.
That has made me feel so old, also, because
Oh
that movie
my
came out in like
God.
the summer of 2015.
Oh my god.
It does also make me feel old, actually, more than
We're
you,
all
I
old.
think.
What about The Rock?
He's got some good faces.
So we're just gonna draw Dwayne Johnson?
Yeah. In any form you like.
All right. Yeah,
Could
sure.
be-
I can do it.
It could be Rocky Marciano, the wrestler. It could be the Scorpion King, if you're feeling up to it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
It could be all roided and tatted up Dwayne Johnson, who looks like a thumb you wouldn't want to mess with.
Yeah. Yeah.
A good tip for selecting a correct Rock picture here is avoid ones with sunglasses on. You might think
Dude,
they
I
make him
know.
look great, but they will fuck you up in perspective when you try to draw them.
I only want to do ones with sunglasses on, because that means I don't have to do eyes anymore.
Yeah, but the eyes are actually preferable, if you could believe that.
No.
Take a shot at it.
I'm gonna
it's-
take a shot. I respect
Okay.
you here. Draw the one with him wearing a fanny pack. That is a good one.
Is it racist to use this color for him? Yeah, definitely.
He's like a...
He's got like a light mocha skin, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's a great way to
Yeah.
describe it.
Well, but see, like, I don't want to use. Yeah, no, yeah. I was gonna use the slightly
Well,
darker.
We
flesh
have
tone.
like 16 colors. Like, it's not racist. It's just
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah, that's fair.
We mean no disrespect. We love you, The Rock.
Of course, exactly.
He's what? He's Hawaiian, isn't he?
He's actually Hawaiian Canadian.
Is he really?
Really?
Yeah.
No
I
idea
was
about the
not aware of
Canadian
that.
part.
So I'm looking forward to having a sleeper agent as the president of the United States in 2020. Finally, our interests will be represented.
Well, I mean, we got enough of those already, so I mean, I'm sure it'll.
Damn. Is this? I can't even find. That's The Rock. This doesn't look
Too
like The
light.
Rock at all.
No, like it is too light for his skin tone, but like, look at this. That's like way too dark for his skin tone. He's got like an olivey complexion.
You gotta
What
just go
picture?
for it.
What picture are you guys using?
I'm
Uh,
using the one with the eyebrow.
WWE one, he's turned it like 3/4 pose with one eyebrow up.
Yeah,
That's kind of his
Down.
look, you know?
that's why. That's why I also chose that one.
Wait. Can you link it in the Discord?
Yeah.
Oh wait. He's turned at like 3/4. Is it from
Yeah.
Smosh.com?
There's mine.
Mine's from Men's Health.
Oh, nice.
Let's see. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, I'm using this one.
Yeah, Caesar's got sunglasses, so I'm avoiding that one.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna draw the sunglasses.
Transparency is gonna be tricky with that.
I think I'm gonna
Say
use
yes,
Robert's. Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
try Rob's. The sunglasses means I don't have to do eyes.
I mean, you could do. I'm just gonna not do the sunglasses, but to each their own.
Nah, this is way
My
too close.
dog.
Why would you not do the sunglasses?
Because you're not gonna get the whole frame of his eyes.
Nah. I'm also gonna draw him in like a 1999 era WWF ring.
Nice. Yeah. Now that's a plan.
I gotta give you guys, you always get the storytelling better than I do. I just
Context.
admit, I just go for Cloudy Day, and that's kind of the end.
Yeah. I mean, there have been some great cloudy days though. So
Maybe there have been, but if you look in the scope of most artists, like, you can't just stop at that. The storytelling's a big part of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm fucking myself over as well as my audience, which I'm sure they don't appreciate very much at all.
I've been reading actually. Yeah, they're really pissed off
I
about
know.
how it's always a cloudy day. Yeah. It's the #1 post on r/. I don't know. I couldn't think of a joke.
That's probably a subreddit as well.
Yeah, actually, you're probably right. Honestly.
Did you guys see that picture? It's like, somebody help me, I need to know if I need to take my dog to the vet on Twitter,
I
and
did.
it's a board.
I did see that picture. It was a piece of wood that looks like a
It
dog.
looks so much like a dog.
Oh yeah, no, I did see that. I didn't see it on Twitter. I saw it on Reddit.
Yeah, I retweeted it. 'cause
I
it's
saw it on your
amazing.
mom's Facebook page.
Oh!
It was her profile picture.
Oh. Take her to the vet.
She's both. So that's like a double burn because you're calling her wooden, which means she's bad at sex, and then also
And acting.
right, yeah, and she's a dog.
Yes, correct.
Your mom's a terrible actor.
Are you guys using second column, third row?
Second column, third row. Yeah. Wait, yes.
Okay.
Why is that mind flooding me?
Yeah, I
You guys okay?
It's such an easy thing to understand.
Yeah, that really fucked me up for a second. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I just wanted to know.
I'm going
you know.
second column, second.
Really?
Yeah.
You're going that dark, huh?
And I'm going to use white as the highlights because it kind of represents the oily, like baby oil kind of thing they do.
Oh, dude,
Gotcha.
say what you will about The Rock. He glistens.
Yeah.
He does, yeah. He's a glistener. He's a good glistener. That's what the ladies like about him, actually. Is that he's
It's a
great
good glistener, yeah.
Yeah, he's really
But
good.
this game
at it.
had music. I guess it's stopped now.
Oh, I think mine has bugged out before in the past, actually, so that might be part of it. This is just NL. Yeah, right now.
Then the drawing is bad.
No, it's just I haven't drawn his hair in yet.
He has hair in yours? Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, this is pre-bald Rock.
Good old days.
You can see the,
Urethra?
The hair. You can see his urethra, yeah. In it,
Yeah.
which is.
It's weird.
Mm-hmm. Makes for a great shot, though. So, I see why he did it.
What is this color? This is The Rock right here, you know? It's The Rock. It's weird because he's got one of those jaws where, like, it's really defined, but it's also exactly as thick as his neck.
Yeah, it is.
He doesn't
So
have, like, a
front on,
neck
he's
that-
just completely a cube. He's just...
Yeah. His neck does not turn into a head. His neck just has a head on it.
But 3/4 view, which he knows is his good angle, it's such a good neck and jawline.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's not what we're looking for here. But, I mean, maybe I'll rock it anyway.
You better.
Well, isn't it like the rule in art is that it doesn't matter actually who your thing is? Like the neck is as big as the head,
I don't know if I know that one.
as wide as the head, or something. Yeah, because like I think, well, that's what one of my art teachers a long time ago told me.
There's a lot of rules I never learned either.
Jeez,
Yeah.
I don't know. Am I really going to use this color for The Rock? It really seems like you're going in kind of deep on that one.
You see what I'm saying?
I see your problem now.
You get my meaning here.
You need a
I'm not
palette.
actually having much of a problem with coloration.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Now that I'm looking at this more, it's kind of Dan Giesling that got going on here. Like a little bit, got a little bit of Dan. This bad boy.
It's the right color, in my opinion. Well, okay, let's give it a shot.
Now let's map out some of these features and angles, and then we'll start working on where the highlights need to be.
Your arm is as long as your head, and your thumb is as long as your thumb.
Your thumb is as long as your thumb?
Yeah. I'm
That's
thinking that
handy
this
one.
is a pro tip that is not going to be very helpful to me.
He does look like a russet potato now. This is not what The Rock looks like. You told me this was the right color. Rob, if you want a little preview of how things could go terribly wrong if you change the skin color of your Rock,
Someone link it, please, in my chat. Actually,
I'm going for exaggerated style. So keep
Yeah.
that in mind when you call me out on what I just drew there.
like, I don't think this is right. I think I got a...
Do you have a green eye? Or is it like hazel? I can't quite see it from there.
He's actually got Jennifer Lopez-style sunglasses on.
yeah. What? He's also got like an African witch doctor's chain, like
Yeah, I
thing
mean,
going on. Yeah.
It's just supposed to be a gold chain, but I think the skin color causes some interpretations I'm not as pleased with. All right, I got to do like a little speed drawing here. There's his rock head.
Nick's got one of those.
Yeah, very true.
Because he's the Rock Lee. Smile. It's hard to get that hair right.
Yeah, right?
Could have not
It's
drawn
kinda-
it. Just saying.
Yeah, but that's like actually the Rock in my mind is the Rock with hair, actually.
Yeah, I haven't seen a movie The Rock has been in for like probably 11 years, so that's how he looks like in my head too.
You didn't see the Tooth Fairy?
I
Great
did
movie.
not see the Tooth Fairy.
It's not too
I
late.
also did not.
I think I was like 20 when the Tooth Fairy came out, so there's actually just no
Right, so it's your
way.
demographic. Is what you're
There's
saying.
no, I didn't have a child, nor was I a child, and as a result, I missed out on a lot of movies of that era. I've never seen any of the Alvin and the Chipmunks live-action films either.
Mm.
Well, you're certainly not missing out there. It's got a few little head wrinkles. We can do those.
At this point, you should just draw an actual rock and call it a day. You have
Yeah.
little faith. I'm telling you, this one's going to be full-on art attack.
Chat really enjoys busting your chops on art.
Yeah, well, I'll level with you. I'm not a good artist, but
But
Yeah, some
props
good
for putting
things.
yourself out there, though.
yeah, that's what I mean. I wouldn't even necessarily say I'm like working on it, but I'm like, occasionally on this show we've been drawing stuff, so I don't know if I've gotten any better, but it's fun nonetheless.
I think so.
Just turn it into Krillin instead. I mean, he does have like, I don't know what color you use for that vest, Rob, but it looks like a Dragon Ball Z gi on my
He
screen.
does
for
kind
sure.
of got that going on, yeah.
Somebody say gi?
It also looks like the feels emo or meme. Like
okay.
he's got a head that's like my feels.
Right, yeah, yeah.
I didn't sign a permission trip for this feels trip, et cetera,
Yeah.
et cetera.
A permission trip, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been in school. Okay.
Mine does look like Gilbert Gottfried. Yeah, you're right. Dude, I got like a Gilbert Gottfried thing going on. Yo, keep in mind, chat. This is what I'm drawing. That's the picture. That's my reference image.
I want this to be good enough that I can tweet it to him and he'll like it. But I don't think it's gonna be.
Yeah, he should never see this. The eyebrow saved it. Exactly. I'm also not doing orange sunglasses.
Yeah.
I hate drawing the bottoms of people's noses. It freaks me out.
Yeah, I don't know how you do that. I just do like an L shape, and that's the nose.
It's an L in the shaping on his forehead.
Exactly.
In the shaping. Where's Kobe today, by the way?
He's having pregnancy-related
Gotcha.
time off, aka no questions asked.
Yeah, yeah. AKA, you really don't want to know.
Yeah. NL, what is you doing? This is not that bad. Although it is also just me. I've accidentally drawn myself.
All right, I draw you all the time.
Mine's
It's certainly not The Rock.
Yeah, I was about to say that exact thing. It certainly does not look like The Rock, but we give him like a little bit more. This is actually almost more Vin Diesel than The Rock.
Oh, I drew
Right
Vin
now.
Diesel. Did you know he's got a flaming sun on one of his nipples?
I thought you were gonna say a flaming hot Cheeto.
Wait.
No, for real. He's got a tattoo of a flaming sun on one of his two nipples. And yes, I needed to count them.
That's pretty cool.
Why?
Take that up with him.
Yeah,
I wouldn't do it.
that's
Seems
true.
like
He is a
a
rip
weird
man.
place to get an asymmetrical tattoo.
Yeah, he did it though. He was ready.
Asymmetrical horror multiplayer tattoo.
All right.
He's
the
actually like a
Rock's-
really cool guy.
Why?
you
Because
met
he
him?
plays Dungeons and Dragons.
Like, yeah, and also he's actually like strangely passionate about his work, despite the fact that he's in like a bunch of like really shitty
Garbage.
Yeah. Like he actually, I watched an interview with him where he was talking about how he wants to make a movie about Hannibal Barca.
Yeah.
You know? And
Wait. Can you say it in Vin Diesel's voice? Because he's got a cool voice.
no, I can't actually.
a movie about Hannibal Barca.
Hannibal Barca. Yeah, no. But yeah, he wants to make a movie about that. And
Barca.
and so he said, he was like, that's only going to be 3 more Fast and the Furious movies before I can afford it, so.
Oh man. At least he's keeping track.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to.
This does not look like The Rock at all. You know what? It's getting to the point where I'm going to fucking paintbrush time, boys.
Oh god.
No, it's savable. It's savable. Here's what you do. You gotta give him like this, and then like a little of that, and then some of these. No, that doesn't. Now it looks like he's got a bug crawling up his chest. That's not the way you do that.
This is Steve-O.
What does a muscly man's torso look like again? It's been so long since I've seen that. So it's kind of like goes like skip, skip, and then it. Okay, that's not that bad. Saved. And then you outline the whole thing.
Oh, I wish it was still time for me to earn a saved back, but I think it's too late.
Look at NLs, it's terrible. Someone give me a picture.
I don't give you my permission.
Fuck.
He's got nice like DSLs going on, but like
I don't feel comfortable saying that.
DSLs? It's a muscle?
yeah, basically. But like
Yeah,
I
in
can't
many ways.
draw them without I don't know how I'm gonna draw them with the colors that we have available. No, I can't do it with the pink. Okay, hold on. This is. It's like a rejected DBZ character who's also Jewish.
Wait, do they not have any Jewish characters in that show?
I mean, they.
Don't say it.
Yeah,
I don't know what you're thinking, but don't say it.
I was just gonna say, like, that show. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like, I like Dragon Ball Z. It's kind of racist. Like,
What are you talking about?
Okay.
What about Mr. Popo is racist?
Yeah. What about Mr. Popo is racist?
Chat, I'm gonna
What
draw the
could there
ear. Calm
possibly
down.
be? It also doesn't help that in the Japanese version, he speaks in completely broken like language as well. He's like, "Oh, Goku got hurt. Goku's sad." Yo,
Oh, God.
like Akira Toriyama, come on, man. Like, I know it's the '80s, but still, like.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah, I think I'm done.
I'm not
Fine.
quite
Like,
ready yet, but I'm getting there as fast as I can.
I'm gonna eat a piece of
Ass.
chicken. Yeah, I'm gonna eat a piece of ass. Can you hear me clicking with the silverware? Oh, okay,
Yeah, like a
so-
little bit. It's not that bad though.
Oops.
I'm trying to sell it ASAP, exactly. So, I mean, I gotta offload some... I'm running out of space to put art because nobody's buying these flags.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody wants to buy my representation of the Chinese flag. Oh, this guy's got me. This guy always shows up and buys my art. Oh, never mind. Disregard.
Left people is a little too big, right? Hold on.
Fudge.
No one's buying my cop-out flags.
But I can't really lower it. I don't know.
Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. He's gonna buy it. I know he's gonna buy it. He's gonna buy it. That's not...
Is he gonna buy it?
That's not for sale. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Let's... Yeah!
You know who?
Picture of the Rock.
I know exactly who I've drawn. I've drawn this, like, the mugshot for, like, this, like, criminal crackhead who looks kind of like The Rock and always takes pictures like he's The Rock.
Yeah, exactly.
That's who I've drawn.
We'll be back in 3 minutes to play some Ultimate Chicken Horse. See you shortly.
Oh God. Yeah,
Apparently,
I guess I'm
by
not
the
sending
way-
this to him.
Oh, achievement unlocked? Wait, what? Epilogue? What?
Oh,
Did you accidentally beat the game?
I think so, yeah. Epilogue 50 years later.
50 years later.
Yeah, there's like a statue of me now, apparently.
Did you win?
Oh, hey.
I guess I
Austin.
did. Hey, how's it going?
Hey.
Oh, they're showing all of my paintings in the art thing. Oh, there's the weird anime one. That's odd. Also, Goku's upside down for some reason.
Because he's training in the hyperbaric time chamber.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You should know that.
I beat the game. It's so huge. Tremendous. Nice. Yeah, okay.
Tremendous.
Yeah.
That's the word that doesn't get used often, isn't it?
Well,
Oh.
on certain circles on the internet.
Tell me
I don't-
what went wrong with my picture.
Okay.
Something went wrong.
Huge.
I don't even know who that looks like.
So what happens at the end of the game here? I get the credits, I guess.
Stop making his head bigger.
You find out that the real Passpartout was inside of you the whole time, and then you start in a different neighborhood in France back in time to discover the center of the universe all over again.
So I can hit main menu. Alright, main menu.
Too much space between head and ear. I don't know who that is. It's not the right man.
That is the Ratatouille guy, by the way. If I hit continue, what happens now?
It's Albino Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Really? All right. Well,
Ryan,
he's
you gonna
going
play
on
some
the
music
wall.
during your stream?
Probably not.
He seems to like it a lot.
It was a good time, though.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get a drink.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da.